What the?
Tax is enough!
What are you gonna do about it, little peasant?
People have suffered long enough. Your blood will fertilize our fields.
Ah!
So what happened here?
We've got a several 100-year-old body that was stabbed with something that looks like a garden.
Any other victims?
That's the only one.
Man, who would do something like this? We gotta find some motive. Look at these light cuts along his neck. It looks like the murderer held a knife to him to scare him.
Hey, look what I found.
Hey, it looks like our murder weapon.
Let's take this back to the lab and test it for traces of blood.
Okay. Hi there, Professor.
Oh, hi. You must be the investigators. My name is Professor Hale Storm. Let me show you some of the interesting conclusions we found about the evidence you created. Let's start with this. This is a classic example of an ancient Han farmer's tool. It was used by peasants to farm crops for their landlords. Now, in this case, this is obviously the murder weapon.
And there's only two types of people who could get their hands on that kind of thing. The peasants and the landowners themselves.
Why would the wealthy class need to murder the empire? They were living the good life, having their servants do all their work for them.
Exactly, and that just leaves the peasants. The only question now is why they would attack the empire, and that can be explained by something I found attached to the tool. Now this thread was part of the lining of the peasant's pocket, and due to the lack of silver residue, I'm guessing he hadn't been carrying coins for a long time. He didn't have any money. I wonder why.
Oh, because of all the taxes the government applied. There was the land tax, the property tax, and the poll tax. No wonder they were so angry.
Another thing that made the peasants mad was the spread of Taoism. Taoism promised equality between the people, but the wealthy landowners and the vassals were hardly equal.
The peasants got angrier and angrier. They wouldn't work, and in some areas they even revolted. Clearly, this is your culprit.
Well, thank you, Professor. I think we got what we need. Let's go arrest these freaks. Hey guys, how's it going?
Freeze!
Here. Where were you guys last night?
Farming, duh.
Invited a street performer to see you guys near the park last night.
Man. That's my twin brother Paul. Yeah.
And that's my twin, Paul.
So your twin Paul and your twin Paul.
Yeah, that's the story. That's the story.
No!
Why?
We had to. The Han Dynasty was taxing us too much for our small farms to be able to pay the taxes and still live off of it. Some of us even fled to southern China so we didn't have to pay.
Yeah, what he said. We had to sell our land to wealthy landowners so that we didn't have to pay taxes. We became tenant farmers. Most of our profit went to landowners so that we were farming for others.
We couldn't deal with it. I joined the Yellow Turban Rebellion because the religion helped me find harmony in my life. And years after China spent fighting and finally beating us, I just had it with the government. I couldn't give up.
I was just so pissed at the government, I couldn't take it. I joined together with a different faction, just like the Yellow Turban, and we rebelled.
Couldn't you have fixed this any other way?
Not really.
The Han needed more money, so they kept taxing us, causing us more and more and more of us to get rebelled and pissed off, and there was really no solution except for to kill the king.
Well, you'll have plenty of time to think of some while you're in jail.